Ladies and gentlemen, this is extremely important news. Forbes, Speaker McCarthy gives Tucker Carlson 41,000 hours of January security footage, video footage. This video footage is a game-changing event, paradigm-changing moment. The fact that Tucker Carlson has this, it's essentially Trump acquiring and obtaining video evidence that he didn't try to devour democracy. Okay? Axios. Exclusive. Kevin McCarthy gives Tucker Carlson access to massive trove of January tapes. Daily Mail. Kevin McCarthy hands 41,000 hours of footage to Tucker Carlson. I'm going to be talking about this all day. A lot of my viewers, and God bless you, I have the best viewers, best comment section in all of YouTube, and I love you and I thank you. A lot of people rightfully or understandably say, oh, nothing's ever going to happen. Nothing's ever going to happen. And I've been saying, ladies and gentlemen, the last couple of weeks after the Republican Party, or Trump Republicans, Donald Trump essentially, Trump Republicans took over the House of Representatives. Kevin McCarthy is beholden to Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jim Jordan, James Comer, thank God. The Bush-Cheney-Rumsfeld Republicans, the good Republicans, the Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney and Mitt Romney Republicans who couldn't fill a library full of supporters. These people are no longer relevant in the Republican Party. It's a populist Republican Party that is against never-ending military conflict. The most important, most moral, most consequential issue that we face in this world today. Trump is not only on the right side of history, Trump Republicans, the populist Republican Party, is the most moral, just choice. If you are looking at Democrats and Republicans and you're looking at Trump and you're saying, well, gee, who's against never-ending military conflict, humanitarian tragedies, an invasion that has led to a catastrophe in Europe where we're 90 seconds to midnight, and you have a nuclear confrontation that we face at the moment that apparently nobody cares about in media. It's all about Trump tweeting still. We could face an annihilation of the entire planet, but that's not as important as Trump tweeting. Okay? Who's on the side of morality, if you want to talk about morality and politics? It's obviously Trump. He's against the never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts that Democrats have no end. They have no... Democrats and traditional Republicans have no definition of victory. What's the victory in Europe? What was the victory in regions of the world where you have these invasions or never-ending military conflict? What's the definition of victory? They can't even give you a definition. That's why the Doha Agreement that Biden completely botched, but that Trump negotiated, was so important. It called for a May 1st withdrawal. Biden completely just went months and months beyond that, and then the whole thing, those 13 Americans should be alive today. Those over 100 Afghans should be alive today. But see, again, Democrats, media, what's taken place is that never-ending military conflict, the greatest issues we face on this planet in terms of quagmires and wars, people don't care about that on the left or in media. Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, Hollywood, they don't care about. They care about words and being offended and being accepted by mainstream. What does this have to do with... What does this have to do? So it's Trump that's the anti-war choice, obviously. If you care about that, then you vote for Donald Trump and you're happy that he has this security footage. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. I'll be back in a couple of hours. I'm going to do a number of videos on this today. The 41,000 hours of security footage, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to show... Almost certainly, you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of hours that Fox News is going to show that prove Kinzinger and Cheney and everyone, Democrats on that panel, the January panel, were lying through their teeth. Trump not only did not organize the terrible tragedy, which I condemn, but I also condemn $1 to $2 billion in property damage. I mean, yes, I support why people were protesting or demonstrating that summer, okay? I support why people were demonstrating that summer. $1 to $2 billion in property damage? No. 19 lives lost, 14,000 arrests. Where was Kinzinger and Cheney condemning that? By the way, both of them, Kinzinger and Cheney, voted 90+% alongside Trump in Congress. And that's according to 538. Where do they differ with Trump on foreign policy? They don't care that there's an invasion in Europe and that could last forever. According to Democrats, there's no end date, and there's no definition of victory. Okay, just the bad guys have to lose. Well, what does that even mean? How are they going to lose if it's directly linked to their national security, and there's a debate as to whether the invasion is even linked to our national security? That's a debate. McConnell and Chuck Schumer and Pelosi and Biden believe it's oh my God, directly linked to national security, but that's why we have to have this discussion as a country. Because you have a situation where we have a new Cold War because of this, and we're 90 seconds to midnight because of this, closer than ever to annihilation. But anyway, Trump didn't devour democracy. He didn't want to devour. He didn't try to undermine or overthrow the United States government and eat up democracy and Santa Claus and everything good and just in the world. It was a terrible day. But the security footage already exonerated one person because he was let in. This was a terrible tragedy where the majority of people, almost everyone who lost their lives everyone who lost their lives that day supported Trump. And you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where it's interesting that the hysteria and the madness that Democrats like to just foment regarding Trump, people don't see it. When The Atlantic wrote an article, why does Fox News lie to its viewers? They should have written, why did CNN and MSNBC lie to their viewers about all the allegations leveled at Trump? Trump didn't organize that chaos. He didn't tell people to commit crimes, and furthermore, the security footage will undermine the prevailing mentality or paradigm or the allegations that Trump and Trump supporters tried to overthrow democracy. They use a word that I'm not going to use that doesn't even fit the legal definition. Okay? It doesn't even fit the legal definition. They did not try to overthrow or take over the United States government. Democrats and media always overstep boundaries of logic and reason just to spark enough fear so that, Thanksgiving dinners and holidays and New Year's events will be ruined by the one morally superior, apoplectic, wonderful, morally superior liberal Democrat who will just start making a scene. Trump, you're voting for Trump. He's trying to undermine the fabric of our democracy. It's like, well, yeah. So watch Tucker Carlson, and the security footage will undermine everything that you have to actually learn about Hunter's emails and the corruption within the Democratic Party. Learn why the DNC emails and Hunter's emails were suppressed or silenced, or we don't talk about those things now. Why was the New York Post censored? The reason is because the truth about the Democratic Party, the truth about Trump, makes you vote Trump. That's why they didn't show all the security footage, Because the truth about Trump makes people vote for Trump. The truth about the Democratic Party makes people vote for Trump. The apoplectic, hysterical coverage of Trump, when you're given the entire aggregate bird's eye view of everything, you say, oh, he didn't say that. Okay? He didn't say both sides have good people, meaning the monsters or the maniacs are good people on that other side. No, he didn't say. He said those people should be condemned. It's within the transcript. And they lied about that. Everything that you've heard about Trump for the past 7 years, 70 to 80% of it has been sensationalized, deceitful lies. When you omit the truth, you're lying. And then they accuse Trump of lying. He's lying. Trump, what he does generally is embellishes the truth or embellishes an accomplishment. Okay? And then the obsessive fact-checking, we're going to, he didn't do that. The economy wasn't that great. We had record low poverty under Trump. But the security footage will show that he didn't try to devour democracy or overthrow the country. Yet another fail for Democrats. But see, again, enough people believe that he did, so they're successful. And it's like Democrats think that Fox News lies to its viewers. Nobody lies more to their constituents or their viewers than the Democratic Party or CNN, MSNBC, and the entire public relations monstrosity. That's why Trump hasn't been indicted yet. Yet he's been accused of everything under the sun. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. I'll be back in a couple of hours. We're going to talk about this all day.